So again, we cannot reason our way into conversion. We can't logically get there. That's why I think apologetics have probably done more harm than good in the name of Christ. It's not reasonable to say, pick up your cross. Come on, let's go. Things that make sense to the powers and principalities are absolute death and destruction and oppression. And they're not even good for those who we think are winning or the people that we think are at the top. And Melody mentioned that last week too, we talk about patriarchy a lot. It's not actually even good for the men who think that they're on top at that time. So they're not even good for those who we think are winning. And the best of humanity, Paul also points out, is seeking signs and seeking wisdom. They're seeking for ways to win, ways to make life a little bit better. We, the body of Christ, what we've got to offer them is Christ crucified. Again, this completely foolish proclamation that we're called to make. To them, it seems like neither a sign nor wisdom, or if it is a sign, it's a sign of defeat. Doesn't seem like wisdom, yet it's both of those things. It's both a sign and wisdom. The cross is both the sign and the way of salvation. It's a sign of God's love for us. It is a sign of a better way that grinds to a halt this mechanism that we've built that seeks to only oppress and destroy everything that we are. It's wisdom of God on full display, Christ on the cross. This wisdom which says forgiveness is more powerful than retribution, mercy more than judgment, love more than hate, is on full display with Christ on the cross. You see, our ways are retribution and vengeance. God's way is mercy and forgiveness. Our ways are hate what we hate, and God's way is love like I love. Our ways are to combat evil with evil, yet God's way is to overcome evil with good. Our ways are to hoard what we have, yet God's way is to give everything that God has freely. Our ways are to take that easy, wide path that everybody else takes, and God's way is to take the difficult, narrow path. Comparing these two things, worldly wisdom and cruciform wisdom, is the only way that we can see that the way of Jesus is completely different, but also trust that Jesus knows the way, knows this good and beautiful road that actually leads to life.